This opening is trash. Let's take the pawn. And they develop here. We're just going to let them take the pawn back. Let's develop our bishop. And now let's play d4. But now let's go c4, attacking the knight, saying, hey, I have a big center. They attack the pawn. We're not scared. Okay, my opponent plays e5, but let's push through. They jump their knight into the position. I'm just going to develop my bishop. If they take the bishop, I'll just take back. And now we have a sneaky threat here. We're threatening to take the knight and then take the pawn with check. Okay, so they missed my threat. Let's take on b6. And now let's take on e5. And they have to block. And we've won a pawn. And we're going to go into an endgame. So let's go ahead and capture. And now I'm going to develop my knight to e2. They castle, and I'll castle back. Let's centralize our knight. They put their bishop here, but now we're going to jump into the position. We're attacking this pawn. If they push, I'll just take. Also threatening a fork, protecting the pawn. But now let's play f4, attacking the bishop. Now we can just take the bishop, and they're left with a very, very ugly pawn structure that we can immediately jump in and try to target. They can protect using the rook, but then we'll take a hold of the open file and infiltrate. With tempo on the rook and bishop and this pawn. Let's develop our rook. Rook f2, and we're just protecting all of these. But let's just play b3, protecting all our pawns. And now I'm going to take. If they come here with the king, I can give a check, and then they'll have to step back. Okay, so they do that, but now let's give a check. Or they can come forward, of course, yes. Now let's save our knight, and we have connect 4, which means we win! But now let's play g4. They take the pawn, but that's just a free rook. And now they take this pawn. They can have another pawn with check if they want. We'll step up with the king. And they push their pawn, but now we can just take that with check. The king's going to have to come forward. Simple way to win, just trade the pieces. They move the king, but we can just take now. And now let's just push our pawn. We have a passed pawn here. We're just going to push it. GG.